Do you know that the revenue commissioners have powers of attachment to attach a person's pension arising from outstanding debts to revenue? I didn't realise this until recently, when a chap contacted me who had a significant debt owing to revenue commissioners. He was a self-employed person, and he also, as it happens, had a pension. And what happened was the revenue commissioners served a notice of attachment on his pension provider, basically saying, hand over the money, here's the outstanding debt, there is X amount available in that pension, we want the money. And I didn't realise it until I did a little bit of research prior to the consultation with this gentleman, that the revenue commissioners do have those powers. They are pursuant to section 1002 of the Taxes Consolidation Act 1997. And this allows revenue to attach or grab a pension. So if you're self-employed, if you've revenue difficulties, etc., etc., and if you think one day that the pension is going to get you out of jail or is going to be some sort of significant comfort for you, hopefully it will, but be careful and be aware that revenue commissioners do have the powers of attachment and can go after your pension. And as I say, I've seen the notice of attachment sent to the pension provider for this gentleman, and I've checked, as I say, and you can check it yourself, section 1002 of the Taxes Consolidation Act 1997. Do a simple Google search and you'll see it for yourself. It's a rude awakening for anybody with revenue debts. The question of how the debts arose and so on is another matter, and the question arises, you know, is it fair, is it correct, is it proper, is it moral that the revenue can do that? But having said that, that's the law as it stands, so that's the position. Incidentally, I've had a few consultations there recently from small business owners and operators who have had difficulties with the revenue commissioners. And just as I was making this video, I heard a news report there that it's reported in the newspapers that the revenue have adopted a more proactive or less hands-off approach, which might have been employed during the COVID crisis. They've employed a less hands-off approach now and appear to be going after tax defaulters more vigorously than they did. So that would be my experience as well, insofar as I've had a number of consultations recently with small business owners who have their difficulties with revenue commissioners, and I've had to advise all of them that the revenue commissioners have very significant powers in Irish law, and that they really need to take revenue commissioners seriously, and that they really need to do, if they can, do a deal with revenue if it's possible. But there's no simple solution. But the bottom line is, and the lesson that I would tell any small business owner is, be very careful about the revenue commissioners. They have extensive powers, and you really do not want to get on the wrong side with them, and you really don't want to get into a battle with them, because, as I say, they have most of the ammunition. Hope you find this useful.